Hello. Happy Sunday. Y'all, I got Bobby will be over at 6, so I'm going to grab a quick, I need a cup of coffee, kind of wake myself up a little bit. Let's not try to get T-boned here. Are we going to get smashed? Are we going to be able to pull out? We don't know. Here we go. Happy Sunday. Nice relaxing day today. Hello, Kelly, my girl. How are you, sweetie? One of my favorite people on YouTube. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing, Ronnie? And yes, Kelly, the Orioles won 5-3 on a Cedric Mullins bottom of the top of the 10th home run. We're talking about an extremely good Orioles baseball team. Scrappy, tough, just like the Ravens, baby. Well, ain't nobody care about the Blue Jays, and I'm saying the Ravens are all that. Yeah, you care. Sorry, you care about the Blue Jays. Yeah, my bad. But you have to admit the Orioles are on a whole other level. Oh, how you doing, everybody? Please hit the thumbs up if you're coming in. We can still be pals, Kelly. You'll be feeding your boy bird today. And doggone, what have the Ravens done? Won 26 straight preseason games. It'll be a long time. It'll be a long time till anybody ever equals that preseason record. Not that that matters at all. Yeah, there's nobody inside today. It's cool. Please hit the thumbs up button. Callie Mo, how are you, sweetie? Honey, I love the Blue Jays more than you do, honey. Let's just face it, that's the pride of Canada right there. Always good every year. No such thing as a crappy team. How you doing, Joni? Yeah, please hit the thumbs up button. We got a lot of lurkers that, well, they'll never hit the button because their lives are bad, so they want everybody else's life to be bad too. So we have to offset that misery with a lot of love. What's going on, Joni? I have to check out your soundproofing check, see which one is quieter. Let's see. No Core-Mart truck today. How you doing, Cindy? How you doing, my beautiful girl? My sweet Mexican-American princess, right there. Make up your mind on which team have their J's. Hey, look, why do I have to choose? Why can't I have both? We got two totally different sports. How you doing, Raquel? Yeah, Raquel, I was just in and out tonight, just rolling in. I can't be out too long. About 10 up 5, I got to be back at the Rancho. On account of I put the ribs in the oven, so they're cooking away. So we're gonna have a feast tonight. Yeah, I'm saying, oh, just run right through that stop sign. Good job, dude. Good job. I wonder if that cop saw that 2 cars behind. I just blew right through that. I'm on vacation from cleaning. Yeah, check your mail, honey, while you're on vacation. Look, I like to back a winner. In the history of ice hockey, no team will ever win as many Stanley Cups as the Montreal Canadiens. They've always been the best team. They will always be the most legendary team. They will be the team that defines hockey on planet Earth, always. Okay? Let's just clear the air on that once and for all. All right? The fact that I like them, how you doing, Charles? The fact that I like them shows A, that I have very good taste, B, that I know a winner when I see one, and C, what are we doing? Are we going to cross? What are we going to do? There we go. Boy, man, look at that nice pickup truck. What is that, the F-250? Or is that the 150? 150 Sport? What is that? What a beauty, man. What is that? What a beauty. What a beauty. I don't know. I've never been drawn to a pickup truck. I don't know. Maybe, maybe I should have one on the Rancho. Oh, yeah, you know, hey, yeah, what's the reason? I mean, now that Bud Light's gone down the tubes, everybody's drinking Molson. They should be spending some money. So, yeah, I am going to rip off a letter to them in the off season. I have a much better chance of having it be read, right? So, why not? King Crab, there you go. Are we doing King Crab tonight, Cindy? Is that what we're doing? I mean, I've been known, Kelly, as you know, honey, I've been known to rip off letters to sports organizations, most famously Appalachian State. Those hillbillies down in North Carolina, when they pissed away that game against the James Madison. What did you say about Bird? I said, your boyfriend says hi. We're going to have Bobby over tonight. I told Bird I'm making up ribs tonight with peas and taters. Oh, King Cab truck. Oh, Cindy, I thought you were having King Crab tonight. I'm so cute. Cindy, couldn't you just take me home and just hug me to pieces? Hey, CSM. Just squeeze me. Squeeze me. Rosie's so squishy. A little less squishy. I'm feeling better today. Oh, it was miserable last night. I had to pop an Advil. I couldn't lay on this side. Couldn't lay on this side, right? You can't lay on your stomach. I mean, what the hell? Thank you, Charles. I love you, sweetie. Don't covet thy neighbor's possessions. Yeah, I think we're talking about the, what are we talking about? The 10th commandment there, yeah. And having those 2 shots last night, this one was really bad over here. I don't know whether I think it was the pneumonia one. Oof. That one just wouldn't let go. So at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I got up and I just took an Advil. And believe it or not, I slept till 8 o'clock, which is really like super late for me. because I'm usually up because the sun comes up on account of I got the crappy bedroom in the front there. So the sun comes up. I always save the garden suite for guests and things. So Bird and you both promised to the, yeah, I know, Kelly, we suck. Hey Noreen, how you doing? Yeah, I think I'm going to be better. I slept really well last night, Noreen, once I popped an Advil. How are you doing, honey? Yeah, there's very limited ways. I just lay on my back like I'm laid out at a funeral parlor. My wings have been bothering me also, and it's just sleeping with my arms under the pillow, or yeah, well, that'll do it. Hey Royals, how you doing, sweetie? Put money on my card. Yeah, put money on my card to donate to. We'll make it up to you, Kelly. We'll do something spectacular, honey. I'll send you some Orioles paraphernalia. You look really sharp around Toronto. They'll love that. All right, they'll think you exemplify good taste cruising around there. All right, Kelly, we'll make it up to you. Don't put another dollar on me. Yes, I'll really do something, Kelly, besides being nice to you. How are you? Nice to see you, Royals. Good to see you, sweetie. Hope you're doing well. Really fantastic lady. Good live stream if you want to sub that up. I would love the room that gets the sunshine. Yeah, just this early in the morning, though. Same thing with Bird in the Shine Shack. Like at 7 a.m., boom, that sun's just shining right through. You did yeah, I did 2 shots. I did pneumonia over here, and I did COVID over here, because I like to get it all over with. Remember a couple years ago I got 4 shots at one time? Remember that? I've been bad foot pain. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Bad foot pain, keep me up. Well, what's the foot pain, honey? Are we talking? Yeah, I didn't get feverish, but I wanted to knock somebody out, Noreen. You know, I just want to put my foot through a door or something. But I harnessed the feeling. And next thing I know, it was like 8 o'clock. I'm like, ooh, this was a nice sleep after. So I woke up in a typical Rosie good mood today. 'Cause I don't care about being up early. I get up 4 o'clock if I'm going to hit the road. Ain't no big deal. All right. I'm flat-footed. That's all I know. No, just wondering if you get cramps or what you get. You just wear arch supports, right? Use that great Canadian healthcare system everybody's always bragging about. Anyway, congratulations to the Orioles. A great bottom of the 10th. These last 2 games with the Mariners went to extra innings. Team will just not be denied. I'm sensing a rematch of the 1966 World Series, the Orioles and the Dodgers. I need orthotics, honey. You're in the Great White North, honey. You just close your eyes and wish, and they show up on your door the next day, right? Justin Trudeau signature edition. Must be tough to be these politicians, and you go around town and people are screaming. You go through the airports, people are screaming, "I hate you, you prick! You're the worst thing that ever happened to fill in the country." Right?
We can be home.
I can't believe you should be able to get Dr. Scholl's or something. Do they have Dr. Scholl's there? For the Premier of Ontario. Ford's that spicy guy that used to be didn't he used to deal drugs, or I can't remember. Maui has turned into Roberts Avenue. You know, Tom Space, I don't know what the rebuilding in Maui is going to be very problematic. Everything has to be brought in by U.S. flag carriers, which means Matson Navigation, or I don't know what the other one is, because of the Jones Act. Anything that comes out of the United States from one port to another has to be carried by a United States flag carrier. And, you know, that means all the wood that comes in, they can mix cement there, but, you know, it's going to be very problematic, Tom Space, to rebuild Lahaina. And I feel very bad about that, because that was really The only, when you talk about old history being the seat of the Kingdom of Hawaii, well, Lahaina was one of the places. Doesn't quite have the history of Oahu, but it's pretty cool. And if you go down to the Governor's Palace where they filmed all of Hawaii Five-0, you can see the statue of King Kamehameha outside there. And you go up to the Pali lookout, you can see where he drove off the enemy over the cliffs there. All cars that need to leave the island. I don't know, I mean, what happened in Hawaii is on Maui, the town of Lahaina basically burnt to the ground and probably close to 100 people were dead. When you put a little CBD. How you doing, Trog? Yeah, please hit the thumbs up button. We are way behind today, way behind. Please take a second to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, prayers to the folks there. It's a very difficult situation because rebuilding is going to be very problematic. You can't just, you know, if anything we learned in the California Santa Rosa fire of 2017, you cannot build on existing foundations. All that stuff has to be torn out, the top foot of soil being stripped away from it, and then new foundations have to be put in. So all that stuff's got to be dumped somewhere. Now, do you build a big reef out there? Well, people scream it's contaminated material, but hey, they don't care when Kilauea volcano is blowing its top, spewing all kinds of joy juice into the atmosphere. Who cares, right? So that stuff has all got to go somewhere. Yeah, you're going to remove it from the island, which means it has to be transshipped to where? The only thing I can think is, you know, the only thing that makes sense is to dump it. Right? I mean, look at all the torpedoed World War II ships and stuff. Who cares? Hey Queen, why didn't the siren go? I don't know, man. You know, I mean, I lived in Hawaii. It's really a dysfunctional place in a lot of ways. It's a very maternalistic. You know, it's all about kids, and you know, I mean, I don't know. They don't trust people to do anything. There's no lotteries, no nothing there. So. It's a very paternalistic / maternalistic society. So they keep a very tight rein on stuff. I don't know why. I guess they're just, the sirens didn't go off because they're only conditioned to think about tsunami. They're not conditioned to think about, what's the chances of a wildfire hitting there, right? Who could have imagined it? So you had people running for their lives into the ocean, slamming into these coral reefs and tearing the hell out of themselves, and, you know, I mean, just to survive. You think of Hawaii is all these beautiful pieces. Man, it's got a lot of sharp lava rock and crap all over the place. It can be a very brutal environment. I couldn't live there. Well, I'm not going to say they have a lazy attitude. You have the native Hawaiians, and I don't have a right to tell them how to live their lives, and they're very angry living in the leeward side of Oahu. There makes it dangerous for Halleys and other people that ride buses through that area and stuff. But I'm not going to tell you, they can live how they want, man. I don't care. Right now, as far as other people, Hawaii's a tourist destination. The only other thing is it's a big Pacific base for the United States Navy. So you got Ford Island, you got Pearl Harbor, Waimea, Aiea, all that stuff there. So it's a lot of military. You got I don't even know if there's Schofield Barracks. You had Kaneohe Airfield and all that. Well, I can tell you, if the sirens had gone off that time, that would have gotten people's attention. I remember living on Hawaii, and every week they tested the tsunami warning system. they want to have all that stuff so it comes through your phone now. And even if your phone is just like you have your power, you just have it kind of off, but it's not powered down, that baby still comes blaring through. Bam. We had all that, the fires here. That phone was going off every hour. Evacuate block E4. Finally, we got to our block. Can you imagine that? And Missy Jen and I are looking at each other. Well, this is it. And then they reversed it like 10 minutes later. I'm like, this is it. There goes the Rancho. Because, you know, it's like 4 in the morning. You don't know where in the hell the fire is. Yeah, all the alerts and stuff. Anton Smith, are you behaving yourself? So, as far as laziness goes, nah, I don't know. I mean, now you're going to be really stressed to rebuild the economy over there in Maui. All I can see is problems. I feel real sorry for the mayor and the governor of Hawaii, because you're going to have to be dealing with tremendous cost to bring materials in. Yeah, insurance companies. When we were driving around Hawaii, we stopped for a beer. Some guys were trying to get us in a card game. Yeah. Well, it depended where you were going.
I'm not kind of interactive.
I can tell you, probably on the windward side, ain't nobody trying to involve you in a card game. Anyway, I can't speak. I've never stepped foot on Maui. I never stepped foot off Oahu. The only thing I ever saw is I could go fishing on the east coast, the windward side of Oahu in the morning, and I could see Molokai. It's a scorcher all up and down the coast. Well, Judith, that's not incorrect, my girl, because it's 83 degrees and absolutely delightful here tonight. As usual, Chamber of Commerce weather. This climate will eventually be super attractive to people, especially those with money to leave areas where they're tired of being broiled. It's a scorcher in the southwest. Yeah, hasn't it been all summer, Noreen? Like, what's the temperature in Orlando or Fort Myers right now? I think a poor grandpa going down on his boat there. Couldn't they use lava rock for cement? Yeah, it's too hard to harvest, and then you're taking somebody's land from somewhere there, so lava rock, and I don't know if that's a good enough material to use. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's lucky, Hobotron. Well, Lahaina is one area of there. Today was the worst. 90. Wow. I don't know, Noreen. I just like, wow, I left that crap in Hong Kong. Hey, Coyote. So I don't know how it's all going to play out over there. I know it's going to be expensive. I know that people are probably hey, Naomi, I know people are probably very underinsured on their homes. It's the way it goes. Right, so when it comes time to dish out the insurance settlements, I mean, here we go. We live in a society that privatizes profits, and now we're going to socialize the loss of this fire over across the whole spectrum of government financing here. Because, you know, Biden will go tripping over there, and it'll be our vice president say, you know, we're going to make everybody whole. Don't worry about it. Like the people in Florida that get wiped out by hurricanes and stuff. So, can you even get insurance in coastal Florida anymore at a reasonable price? I mean, if I'm an insurance company, I got better places to make my money than over there, right? I have all these gassy grandmas arguing with you. Hey, Vicky. So all that, hey Ted, about the only thing you can keep is the substructure, infrastructure, the sewer system. Better be in Central Florida. And then you're roasting like right? You're roasting like a stuck pig over there in Central Florida, right? I don't know. I hope energy prices don't go nuts here. It's gonna take a lot of money to rebuild. It's gonna take a lot of money. And then the heat index 113, yeah. Yeah. So we have to be prepared for an acceleration of that in the future. Hey Ted, I'm feeling better today. I had a good sleep. Hey Beatles, how you doing? You live on an island. You haven't. Well, that's why I went 9 months. I was like, I got to get out of here, man. I got to get out of here. It was too much the sameness all the time. Any place you would have really wanted to live, like above further inland than Oahu, was expensive. I liked a place called St. Louis Heights there, but just crazy expensive. So I don't know. The businesses in Maui, that's gonna cost quite a bit of money to straighten that out. Emergency loans. I don't know. There's going to be no tourists in there. You probably have National Guard that'll maintain who goes in and out of there. And then if you're a construction person, well, as long as you can get housing over there, you'll be all set. So it's going to be a long process. It's going to be 2 years. The whole line could be gone if the wind got worse. Just shows to go. People think, this fire should be pretty easy to put out until, like here in Santa Rosa, until it's being driven down the hills towards the ocean at 70 miles an hour, hurricane force winds, and the thing is advancing the length of a football field in like less than a minute. People are running for their lives in a hurricane. They can't breathe. They have smoke in their eyes are all, they lose their mind. They just go insane. I remember that family that was running down the hills. I don't know whether it was here in Paradise. They had like a mother, father, and a daughter and a son, and the son tripped on the way down the hill, and family ran past. By the time they noticed the kid, the fire had already overtaken the kid, and he was gone. All they could do was stand there and watch this kid immolate in a fireball. Fire ain't no joke. So I'm quite sure some areas of the country are not going to be inhabitable if energy really spikes or whatever. Yeah, that was terrible, Noreen. I put that up there with the story about the kid that was helping his father put branches through the grinder, and somehow he got caught in the branch and went right into the chipper. Thank God it was reasonably mercifully fast. It's just freaky stuff. I can never look at a chipper or hear a chipper again without thinking about that. Yeah, I'm not sure, Bubble Tea. I don't know. I don't know enough climatologically about Texas. I know some places out west are very arid. You start getting around El Paso, and you start getting into the higher country. Yeah, you don't want to visualize that stuff. Well, Anton Smith, I don't say people don't care. It's how do you identify with it, right? We live through it. There'll be people in the future that don't care what we went through. They won't care about Maui, or it'll just be another sentence or two in history. Yeah, it brought back real memories. When I saw those drone flyovers, I said, wow, this just looks all like Santa Rosa right here, just mile after mile, hundreds and hundreds, thousands of homes. Although the scale here was much larger with 6,000 homes. It was bad. I never in my life imagined I would ever see that. God forbid a fire like that ever sweep down from the hills down to Oahu, down to Honolulu with its sadly packed. Yeah, we never know, Judy. You never know what you're going to hear about. Yeah, you should. I don't know if you saw my video series, Wine Country, The Great Santa Rosa Fire. And then I did a movie called The Great Santa Rosa Fire 2017. And that was submitted to the London Film Festival and included into the. It didn't win an award, but it was pretty cool to be included in it. I blame global warming. Yeah, you don't hear too many climate deniers anymore. What's this guy taking a picture of? All these people are feeding the meter, and it's like Sunday. You don't have to pay the meter. Fine developing and brought back memories for sure. I live close to. Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about. And Paradise was terrible. I never thought that there would be another Santa Rosa, and bam, the next year there goes Paradise. I'm like, what? And then the next year, 2019, here comes Santa Rosa again. And 2020. All right, here comes J.K. NoCal running for his life. Windsor almost goes up in smoke. The only time I was really glad to be in the heart of the hood. I figured if anything they would make a battle line stand right there to save the downtown infrastructure and everything. And that's what they did in Windsor up where J.K. NoCal lives. They massed all the fire apparatus and just put a wall of water up in the air. The global warming is going on this time. It definitely really mattered. It was man-made. That's what. Yeah, it's inconsequential. These people from Germany. They like that monkey pod. German women are good looking. Anyway, and money isn't going to fix it. Yeah, Trog. I don't know, man. I don't have the answer. We just live in a world that's becoming increasingly hostile, and this has all come apart. This has all come about in the space of only about 100 years. So keep pumping that coal in to fire up all those charging stations for your electric vehicles. There's no free lunch, right? The only thing to do is build big solar grids, and that's it. And then hope we have the breakthrough where salt can become the new battery, and then it'll be really cheap. AKA a miracle from the hand of God. Around the world is everyone is more hostile than horny. Yeah, we need more horny people because we're in a population collapse. How you doing, Cyanide? What are you doing to help out on that front line? Californication, what are you doing? How's Bandit? Who in the heck is Bandit? Yeah, good to see you, Cupcake. The Queen of the South has arrived. That's the biggest threat now. We have so many forces of depopulation. Roll Tide. Tide's going to have a tough time. I'm really liking, liking Washington. They might not win it all, but they'll figure that. With the guys being, well, that's what I was saying. We have a recipe for population collapse. We have, a much larger LGBTQ or STUVWXYZ population. So that certainly contributes to trends of depopulation. You have the feminization of men, which is in full force. The masculinization of women. So it's going to take time for this gender role reversal to play out here. But consequences, a lot of young people don't get married anymore. I mean, 40% of kids are born out of wedlock anyway. Women are physically much larger in stature now. It follows with what the role is in society. It almost inevitably follows that the physicality keeps pace with it. I mean, all of my problems, most every problem I've ever had on the streets has always been started by a woman. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do NFL. I'll throw the picks out there, but I'm certainly going to do college picks. I'm going to have to dedicate some time and really get reviewed. Just shack up. Yeah, it's just not good for kids, though, Cupcake, that's my only concern. We've been at the war with families for generations now, and the results are that fruit's all coming to harvest now. I worry. What do you guys think of Escalades? They're pretty big, huh? I worry. Let's check our time. We don't want to overstay. We're going to have to leave in about 5-10 minutes, or Bobby will be pulling it, blocking me from getting into my own house. Justin, how are you? Escalades are here. Is your kitty named? Oh no, we have a kitty named Tiger. We have a kitty named Socks, Baby Socks and Baby Tiger. We have 3 really bratty little gray kittens. Fanny Kaplan, thus named because she was the person in history that shot Lenin, tried to assassinate him and failed and died a miserably horrible death. We got Fanny Kaplan, Rosie, and then I don't know what the other one's names is. Hey, Morning Dove. And then we have one called Ghostface, who is like the real alpha cat that comes around and causes trouble. So that's kind of the rundown. We lost Lenin and we lost Trotsky. Our two beautiful blues went down. One to the left of the Rancho looking out, and one to the right. Very strange. Yeah, you love that Fanny name? Yeah, if they can provide better mental health care, they would fix it. No, I think we need people to return to churches. That's what I think we need. If we threw any more money at health care, as I said before, back in 1927, there were less than 2,000 psychological therapists in America. A country of 100 million people, and look at the small number of mental health problems we had then. Now, let's fast forward 100 years. We have tripled the population, and we have close to 200,000 therapists. 50 times the number we had in 1927. Are we better off for it? Hey, Darlene. No, I would argue that psychology is an abject failure. It's no more scientific than religion. Well, you always get weirdos. You always get extremists everywhere. Cupcake, right? I mean, that's the American way. I mean, it makes good stories, good movies. You got to always have the weirdo fringe out there. Koresh and the weird Seventh-day Adventist fringe group. It's right. That's always been the way. Yeah, Jim Jones, the Heaven's Gate goofball, that weird looking guy. Hey, Louise. So I think that if truth be told, then I think it's been most people that go for psychological interventions now are usually steered towards a chemical intervention. So, yeah, I don't know if the Unabomber was more philosophical than a theological thing, Anton Smith. Would you agree? It was a philosophy of the organization of civilization. Autonomous cars, I don't think autonomous cars should be allowed. I think that's a failure, especially in a city. You have to have people behind the wheel. Right? You absolutely have to have people behind the wheel. Yeah, he hated technology so much that he just decided to become a killer. That's always the best way to fight back against society, is kill people randomly, right? Without any conscience whatsoever. That's how the demonic darkens the intellect. And that's all society suffers from right now, is a blackened intellect, dumbed down because of the demonic. Let's go. Are we going to go, or what are we doing? The one unifying theme of all the mass shooters, as I told you guys before, if you look at the commonality of all of them, they were all products of daycare. Hey Shay, how are you doing? I was glad to see, glad to pop over. I wasn't at the live time, but I was glad to catch some of the replay there. And man, I can't wait to tear into some of the, so I'm glad you're putting up some of the older stuff. I don't know what their political parties were, Anton, but that's not relevant to me. But if you want the state to raise your kid, you get what you get. Please hit the thumbs up button if you're just coming in. I try to stay away from political parties. Our problems greatly transcend political parties. Nobody's got the magic bullet these days. That's just my opinion. Your mileage may vary, and that's cool too. We got one weird cloud in the sky up there. Yeah, please throw down the link for Shay and Ricky. These are, especially Shay's one of my friends from way back in 2014, 15, when I was just first starting YouTube. We had our up and downs, but you know what? We're still here. Lucky professor. That's all I can say to that. That's one very lucky professor. Yeah, I hope. I'm not that lucky. I get the Nurse Ratched, right? I get the man hater, right? What do you say you were? What? A woman? Really? I got your cure. Yes, Kels, that's Shay and Ricky. Yes. Oh. Yes, we do, Bubble Tea. We do feel the weight. You are exactly correct. Now Bobby will be able to get in. Otherwise, he just launches himself right across the driveway. Let me, why is this thing like so skittery, this picture? Hold on a minute. Let me clean this up. Let's see if that clears that up. Oh, look at that beautiful lawn. Something smells good. I smell ribs. Let's check them out, y'all. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's great to see Shay. Ricky I never knew quite so well, but I certainly knew Shay. No Shay. And Shay, the number one thing with Shay was tomatoes and potatoes. That was it. Oh, look at them. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that, firing away. We're going to let that go a while longer. I got that shredded wheat. I didn't have anywhere to put it. Right? Y'all like tomatoes? I love tomatoes. They're finally starting to come in. But the really thing is, yeah, I got the good climate for the lawn. The really weird thing is, I got put these mortgage litters. These are the only tomatoes I bought. Were already at seed. They were already grown, and I only got 3 tomatoes. Ridiculous. I want to pull this stuff out and just deep six. There's the onions. How beautiful they're looking. We got all the carrots here. Really nice carrots all over the place. Tons and tons of carrots to harvest. And then we got the tomatoes coming in here. I planted all these myself on this side. It's one of these weeds. I can't stand these weeds. Oh, let's get that thing out of here. I planted all these from seed. They're doing really well. But, yeah. Set up here. Oh, basil. Okay. Welcome to St. Basil's. All right. All right. We'll sit on this side till the sun goes down a bit here. Let's see, there's Bobby over here. Hey, how you doing? 41 years married. Oh, congratulations, Catherine. You and Mr. C and H are wonderful. Here we are. I eat it with eggs every morning. Okay, great. That's good. That's great, Catherine. Congrats. Yeah, I cut myself up trying to work on that AC in the car. Bobby better bring over his own beer tonight. I don't think they can mooching off of my beer. All right, there we go. Yeah, he don't like tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Probably rude. I should probably wait till Bobby comes. I'm going to throw a couple taters into the... Alright, we got them down now, so about 10 more minutes we'll just turn off the heat for the barbecue. For that. Oh. Hello. Make sure we're charging here, and of course we're not. This makes me so mad why that doesn't stay on. Salted cashews. I haven't seen the cats. I mean, I only saw Tiger this morning around. Hey, how you doing, Rio? Real Cupcake ain't got no filter. She's a truth teller. So yeah, the tomatoes are going to be starting to come in. A lot of heritage one. I'm going to try slicing a heritage one tonight. First one I had, it was okay. Cashews grow weird, that's why there's... Yeah, I'm not really a big cashew person, but I won't waste food. Cindy Russo was so kind to send the kitchen staging. But I just want to get every bit of use out of this before we put the new one up. I'm allergic, it's supposed, yeah, that'll do it. Heat dome building in southern British Columbia. Wine country, you're the only person I've ever seen that like Brazil nuts. To me, they like have no flavor to them. They're just a big nut, but they're just like a hunk of oily stuff. Hey, Larson. Sorry about the Orioles, honey. Yeah, I don't know what makes Brazil nuts good. I just didn't see. They're hard to open. It's hard to get the nut meat out. And please hit the thumbs up if you're coming. That's just me, though. Your mileage may vary. Fruitcake makes Brazilian nuts gum. Absolutely, bubble tea. No, this is torn up from working on the AC. A couple raw screws grabbed me. My parents don't like Brazilian nuts, go figure. Everything's so tight under the hood these days, you practically need a shoehorn to get your hands in. It's like the low pressure side of the compressor, it's buried down there. It couldn't be the high pressure, got to be the low pressure side. It pissed me off. These potatoes might need another minute or two. see. And this back deck really needs a cleanup. Here comes Bobby. He was away on his camping adventure. Grandson came over and washed my car today. Can't complain about it. That's nice. He was on his camp. I made a pretty good dry neighborhood red cherries and Brazil nuts. I guess that's going to be delicious. I like fruitcake. But a little bit goes a long way. It's one of those really heavy, very heavy. Yeah, Bobby's always punked. Bobby's never late. You better have beer. Yeah, it's been a while. Well, but he was away. He was here a couple weeks ago. Hey, 71. I like pistachios too. I love pistachios. I want to put a couple. I want to put 2 or 3 trees here. Two male and a female. My sake fruitcake. Yeah, I don't want brandy on my fruitcake though. I just like it straight up. Hello, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Glad you brought beer.
I brought one.
One beer. Bobby bought. Bobby brought. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty spry today. How was your trip? Thanks for sending pictures.
You like those?
Yeah. Was that the cabin y'all frolicking there?
I sit in the back of my truck.
What, are you afraid of getting bed bugs in there? I like to see you in a better mood when you're smiling. Yeah, it's not often I'm down, but man, I've really been hurting. I had a super crappy summer break, and oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm imagining you're a teacher then. I do the same thing. Bring my own light beer. I have to do the guy's taxes. Bobby, why don't you take me to breakfast this week?
And the White Mansion, that's where John grew up.
Yeah.
Big mansion
Nice
in
pictures.
Main Street.
Yeah, and then there's Brandon Hyde having the time of his life, right?
Yeah.
With the hottest team in baseball. How lucky can you get, right? There's Bobby.
Hey, everybody.
I go through Baltimore. I have to do a special stringer reporter for the Press Democrat.
Really?
The day with the manager.
Nice.
All right, we're having ribs tonight, Bobby. There's no kind of cooking.
Ribs tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have a cocktail, then I'll throw them on the grill to finish them off over there. Let me grab a beer.
Take your time. We're on vacation. Or we're retired, right? We're retired.
This altar's not bad, right? You have one of
Yeah,
these. I don't know.
I'm good. How are you, bud?
I'm good.
I'll have dinner on at
I'm
6:30.
hanging in there. Oh, I'm okay. Like,
You're good?
yeah, I was just getting started.
Well, yeah, it's early.
Yeah.
You working?
I am working. They're gonna close that thing up pretty soon.
Which one? The one you're on now? There's one up on 3rd Street. There's so many sites. There's one by Safeway up on College Avenue over there. There's a huge operation over
Have you
there.
seen this one? It went up
Yeah.
so quick right down the
Yeah.
street on Stony Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it was auto salvage yard or something?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I was trying to point you to last year.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one across the street from this old G&G. It's
Yeah.
like, where'd those things come from?
I don't know, but nobody builds
Those
small.
guys did it pretty quick, but
Yeah.
it seems like it's kind of slowing down right now. But everything's up, that whole lot.
Yeah, I'm just surprised how big they're building these things now. These
I
apartments.
was surprised I didn't know that lot was that big because it looked just like a little
Yeah, it's huge.
thing. But once they built all the buildings, you go,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
They want permission to build 10-story units now.
10 stories.
10 stories high.
Oh my God.
Man, I'll be putting dinner down at 6:30, so I'll just put it on a plate for you. You can have it whenever.
Okay, that sounds wonderful.
10 stories. Let's see, how high is that? 10 stories?
100 feet up in the air.
Oh my God.
If I wanted to live in New York City, I would have lived in New York
There's
City.
a good thing there's development around here. Shit.
Everywhere I look,
I mean, there are so many apartments going up. It's like,
they should be
There's no
finished.
temporary agency in Humboldt County.
no.
I mean, there is, but not like.
They should be finishing the site formation work at the old canning plant.
I
thing.
think so. It looks close.
There is no Derby, Kelly. You're asking.
Well, yeah,
me.
they're going to be building
Kelly.
the apartments right there on Railroad Square at
Yeah.
behind the train station.
They also built another one, the Pullman Apartments. They built another place.
Yep.
Kelly says hi, Blackbird.
Oh, Kelly, hello.
Kelly.
Yeah, this one's finally finished right down the street where the railroad is.
Oh, is it?
Remember, like it's a brand new kind of little thing off that street.
I bet a bird saw down on Petaluma Hill Road. What's going on over there by Taylor? All over down there. They're just
By Taylor Mountain?
huge. All breaking ground and
Or
development.
In-N-Out is open.
What is?
Or In-N-Out Burger.
Is it? On Santa Rosa Avenue?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
They invested millions in that thing. Look at it.
Well, you know what? In-N-Out is rated one of the top hamburger places.
Yeah,
in,
it's good. I'll probably go there tomorrow night.
That and
Can you see that, Bobby? People
that
want to
and
say
Wendy's,
hi
yeah.
to you, so don't be any social.
Oh my God! I grew up in the San Fernando or San Gabriel Valley. My foster parents would go to there. They would have 2 shacks and 2 lines of In-N-Out Burger,
Really?
and it was like the same thing. There was always a line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah,
Yeah, Everywhere else, it's $15.
exactly. That's free. It used to be $2.65. Now it's $3.25. But that was during the pandemic. Everything went up in price.
Well, and then In-N-Out Burger, they actually use real meat. A lot of these places don't use meat.
It's good and the price is good. It's
Yeah.
like I think it's the best.
Yeah.
Best.
I don't know
One
what
of the
it
best.
is. Their
I
meat
like
is-
Pan Express.
Their meat is so good. I don't know.
But
what
yeah, when it comes to burger, no, I'll tell you a story. This was probably 5-10 years ago where LA had the best burger. You know, the LA Weekly. So, best burgers of the year, right? You got all these artsy hamburgers places, $20 a burger or something. In-N-Out second place. Yeah, second place.
Really?
Yeah, one artsy fartsy one, but In-N-Out kicked all them other artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they give you a good burger, fries, and a soda for a decent price.
yeah,
$5.65.
Yeah, and that's why people line up there to go in there.
Yeah.
they got second place.
Yeah.
Anthony
In
Bourdain,
LA.
every time he went to LA, that was always his first stop.
We got Tommy's burgers where I'm from.
Tommy's. Well,
Yeah.
didn't you have Bob's Big Boy?
Oh, I love that. Still in Burbank. to this day.
Bob's Big Boy.
We still
That
have-
was one of the originals.
Yeah, where they have the car shows.
Yeah.
All the hot rods go in Burbank or Toluca Lake. It's right there. But they still have that Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah.
I used to love to go there when I was a kid.
Yeah, Bob's Big Boy. I remember that. They didn't have too many of them up here in Northern California. Most of them were down in Southern California.
Yeah. You got the Bear Diners.
The
Black Bear?
Black Bear.
Diners.
Black Bear's a good. I love Black Bear. Real food, decent price.
Waiting
Yeah.
for Bobby to take me out to breakfast.
Well, I want to go to that place on A Street What's that restaurant there?
I don't know. They switched one. It was Boar and Head or something. Now it's a new one. The Railroad Square seems to have good restaurants.
Yeah.
And the reviews that I've been reading.
The Piner Cafe is a good one. I was reading reviews about these places. Piner Cafe, and I can't remember what the one is on A Street. It's down there by Juilliard Park.
Oh, that's A Street over there. Oh, that's the cafe.
The cafe, yeah.
Yeah, the cafe. That's an old school one.
Yeah.
Which one? Derek's Parkside Cafe?
It's right across the street almost.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah.
Astro Motel?
Yeah, I've seen reviews about that too. It's an old school, really good one.
Yeah. And they real food.
I only got the coffee. I got coffee there a couple times.
Did
I
you?
never ate.
Yeah, it's right down from the school.
Yeah, so.
Burbank Elementary School.
The Cafe Mimosa.
And it's not open all day. It has certain hours where it closes early.
Yeah.
The Cafe Mimosa is pretty good where Dell's used to be. They're doing a pretty good job.
Where Adele's?
Oh, and the other one is the omelet something in the Railroad Square.
Omelet Express.
Yeah, so I read something about it, and then I told someone at work, I go, oh, the omelet express. He goes, oh, my dad worked there. His dad runs the company at the workplace I'm working. He goes, my dad worked there when he was a teenager.
Yeah. I
The
forget.
omelet.
I forget
What's
what.
it called? The Omelet Express? or
Omelet
something?
Express.
I want to eat there too. He said, oh, it's good food.
Yeah, they have one there and they have one in Windsor, but I forget what that guy's name is. Rosie rumors. He kept running for city council and they wouldn't elect him.
Oh, really?
Oh, man, I can't stand that place has no value, Bobby. That's terrible. Don Taylor?
Don Taylor, yeah.
Awful. Too expensive. $20 for an omelet?
Really?
Ridiculous.
Is that how much it is?
I haven't been there in a long time. But I tell you what, I remember the day when on the weekends the line would be down the street
Really?
for people to go in there. You go in there, you sit down, there's like old cars up on the wall and stuff like that.
Okay. There's a new restaurant. It changed from an old one, and I guess there's a lot of hype about it in the Railroad Square. I forget what it's called. It used to be called the Toad or something, and
Yeah,
now it changed.
Toad in the Hall.
Yeah, now it's a new
Toad
one.
in the Hole.
Toad in the Hole.
That's where Rosie and I had our first date.
Oh, really? Now it's a new place. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, is it
Yeah, new. I believe. Yeah.
New England Pub?
No, I just read it on my phone. I
Yeah.
look
yeah.
up the news in the Sonoma magazine or whatever the
Right,
review
right.
thing.
Hey, everybody.
But that one's got a lot of hype about it. The new one.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's something new and you put out a good feed and the price is right, people will flock to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the price has got to be right. I'm not paying $20 for an omelet.
No. Hey, I saw your video about the boss's new fish tank.
Yeah.
Boy, that's pretty snazzy.
Yeah, it's a little much.
I mean,
Look
wasn't
at your shirt.
Yeah, this is a classic, man.
Oh my God, that's
Fighter
gorgeous.
planes of the Pacific. This is it.
That is badass.
T-51 Mustang. The Emperors of the Sky. I like the Oakland A's one better.
Oh, we could trade.
No.
Right, Sean? Tell Sean.
I told Sean, bring me one of them.
the Oakland A's were sold the team?
No, I have a wine shirt. It's Oakland A's.
Oh, really?
Get a lot of compliments on it.
What do we got going on here? Is Bobby behaving? Everybody's saying
Sean,
hi,
it's too funny. He
Bobby.
said it's bootleg. It's not a real one. Like, you could have like, what?
Hello, Cheryl.
Compliments.
Cheryl, that's. I love that A's shirt. That's classic. I just think anything that's going to be Oakland A's could be a little collectible in the future, especially some of the older stuff.
Oh, poor Oakland.
Definitely. I mean, the 49ers played the Raiders in Vegas today.
How'd that go?
The Raiders kicked their ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have that quarterback situation again?
No. When I was watching it for like 2 seconds, it was 34-7. I was watching the Giants. The Giants won on a walk-off home run, and I was watching the golf. Where Lucas Glover won his second tournament in a row.
Well, what about the Orioles? Bottom of the 10th, Cedric Mullen, 2-run homer. Lights out Seattle.
Well, they don't come on TV.
You don't know what you're missing,
That
Bob.
fight? the baseball thing?
Yeah.
The one guy at second base like tagged him too hard or something.
Yeah.
The guy said something, and he goes, "I want to fight," and so he swung up, and the other guy decked him, and he hit the ground.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah, I noticed
White
a lot
Sox.
of major,
White Sox,
yeah,
yeah.
major leaguers have very short fuses these
Yeah.
days and stuff. I don't know which with the Whites. They've always been like Orioles, it's just an inner city like tough team, you know.
I'm a Dodgers fan, so.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm sensing it might be in a rematch of the '66 World Series, the Orioles and the Dodgers again.
That, you know what? That would be good. And I would like to see the Orioles win because I never want to see the Dodgers win.
Well, you got Brandon Hyde, who's the Santa Rosa boys
Yeah.
managing the team.
Yeah.
He's having the time of his life. Boy, did he step in at the right time, right?
Well, he was the bench coach for the Cubs when they won the World Series when Madden.
Yeah, well, now he's running the whole show.
Yeah, now he has his own team.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we were watching this Antiques Roadshow. The guy had an old jersey from the New York something that changed it because it was so early they would use the same outfit and stuff with Yogi Berra and then he had $100,000
Yeah, they're expensive.
baseball jersey.
For sure.
I don't know
I forget
anybody.
who it was. The Yogi Berra wasn't worth as much.
There's no
The other
accounting
one.
for taste when it comes
I was
to
like,
the
oh my God.
Or you collectors.
How about
$100,000.
them floating at the bottom
I
of
can't
the
remember
AL
what it
East?
was.
Is that
Baseball
beautiful
jersey,
down
New York.
there?
Yeah.
Huh?
Something.
Well, you know what? Collectors who have lots of money, they don't care. They just buy.
There is justice in the world.
I agree.
I'll tell you, Seattle, they sold out for this Orioles series.
Oh my God.
I
Seattle
love
sent,
seeing the Orioles coming.
they sent AJ Pollock and some other guy, middle infielder. I mean, how many middle infielders do the Giants need to have?
Well, how about the Ravens winning their 26th straight preseason game?
26.
That's a record that won't ever be broken again. But I don't put any stock in
Right? Oh,
preseason.
the one guy. He got a triple play. Who was it?
Step on third, throw the second, throw the
So
first.
he got a triple play. It was his jersey, I think. Who was it?
Yeah.
Was that Yogi Berra?
I don't know.
No, Yogi Berra was the catcher.
There was one person in history that
So
was
the
the
other
only.
guy,
There was only.
His
yeah.
jersey went for.
There was.
He had the triple play or something.
Yeah, there was. He was the only person to ever have
Yeah.
a. He was the only person to single-handedly have a triple play.
By himself.
Yeah, by himself.
Yeah.
3 outs. Yeah.
So that put him down in history.
And his jersey cost $100,000.
Yeah.
Well, you know, people pay up for that good
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Don't put your money into a baseball card, but,
No.
right?
Oh my God, the one guy, Post Malone, he bought a Lord of the Rings
I know. I
thing
saw
for
that.
$2 million.
I know, but he's
Some
got
kind
he
of
can
Pokemon card.
he can afford it. I'm just surprised he does that. That's all.
$2 million.
Post Malone is.
It's a Lord of the Rings, I believe. Some kind of game.
He got
playing,
like the number one
Dungeon
Pokemon.
and Dad.
It was like the
Dragon-
number one most collectible
Yeah.
Pokemon. They only put one out for the year or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And Post Malone, yeah, Neil Ball was the name. Neil Ball was the name of the guy that got the triple play as unassisted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin.
Where's your computer?
Blew up.
I don't know if it was him, but he had something to do with it.
Too old. That was
think
from
it was-
How come you
2013.
don't have another one?
I don't know. You bring your phone over.
Yeah, but I don't.
I'm reading the chat for you. Hey, P2E, how you doing? Yeah, you saw the Boston fish tank set up. Wow.
I'm thinking, where's that? $5
I don't know. I didn't want to think about it.
I think. I only watched it for like a few minutes. It's like, oh my God. The Boston.
Keep the 13th of September open. We're going to go to the River Cats game.
September 13th.
I think that is, yeah. You're playing the Sugarland Bears.
Is the Boston in a good mood?
Oh,
No.
El Segundo's going to the World Series Little League.
Oh, are they really?
El Segundo.
All right, good. So the boss wasn't in a good mood.
Nice.
I mean, I saw the video. It looked like he had a smile on his face.
He always has a smile. I always put a smile on people's faces.
Good for El Segundo.
Yes.
Somebody from I always like it when somebody from California goes to the World Series.
A little league.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be great for those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, a few years ago it was Petaluma. They went to the World Series.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I think they finished third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Petaluma made the World Series.
Yeah. Yeah. And they finished third.
Yeah. Yeah, so the boss was all right. You got your phone, you can follow the chat. This tank will be safer. I sold the Harley and bought it. He sold the
Hey, I'm
Harley.
a Chargers fan. So
You're a Chargers fan?
I have all my money on the quarterback. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, what's his name again? Well, since I grew up in San Francisco, I'm a San Francisco fan.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I got a Galapagos jersey.
Giants, Warriors, and 49ers. But, you know, fuck the 49ers when they moved down to
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara, yeah. And then the guy who owns this the 49ers, York, he's being investigated for some,
Gambling or what?
yeah, there's something going on. It's like, you know, these guys are so corrupt. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. The more money you have, the more dishonest you are. Unless you're Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's like a normal person. You know who he is?
I'm thinking the singer.
No, Warren Buffett's like a multi-billionaire. He's like the third or fourth richest guy in the world.
Okay.
He lives in Omaha. He lives in his original house he bought for like $30,000. He's a multi-billionaire, and he still lives in his regular house.
Wow. Omaha.
So,
Who are you talking about?
Warren Buffett, yeah. He owns Sea Candy. He owns.
Because we have one of those up the street.
Yeah. He owns that company.
Wow.
So how's Janet doing with her new job? Good. She goes to work every day? I thought we were going to go up to Napa to the wine tasting. Then the boss is too pissy about that, huh?
Well, so did I. We see how that turned out. How's that look, boys?
Oh, that looks wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Yum, yum. I'll let that sit a minute.
What was it, Dalvin? Let me get mine.
So your cat had kittens?
It did. So we got 3 more baby varmints running around. Blue entered the spirit world. Spot hasn't showed up in over 2 weeks. The ghost comes around. Tiger and Socks are Spot's babies, and then the other one had 3 more babies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to the other one, the gray one, Tootsie?
We
He
have
got
3.
hit by a car.
What's the third?
Hit by a car?
There's 3
She went out on the street?
There's
I
3
buried
baby
him. He
cats.
lives out.
There's Fanny Kaplan. That's the person who tried to assassinate Lenin back in 1917. We have to keep the communist rap going. We have Rosie. What's the third one's name? Do you know?
Solstice.
Solstice.
Well, Solstice is Fanny.
Okay. All right.
So Rosie's the one with the paws. The other one is Magic.
We always have a little bit of overlap. in names.
Magic?
Magic. That's called Magic.
So they come around at night for food.
Yeah.
And then during the daytime, they just, you don't see them.
Can you
Yeah, they
believe
come in the morning.
both of our nice ones? Lenin got killed over here, and Trotsky got killed over here on the front street. Both
Oh
of the
yeah,
Russian
Leonardo.
Oh, wow.
Terrible.
What are they doing going out on the front?
But he wasn't really because they're male.
Yeah, they're just They don't care about.
They're males, and once their hormones kick in, they roam around.
So they just go out and look for trouble.
I guess. The ghost, he's so handsome. He have his ear ripped out. He got like scars all around his head.
Really?
I always talk shit like, what happened to your face?
Please like and subscribe. Only good stuff happening here on the bench.
He don't care.
Get ready to serve dinner. Yeah, I miss Rosie a lot.
Yeah, because Trotsky loved Rosie, and they were like,
Yeah, Trotsky was sociable.
I had a very close relationship with him.
Yeah, Trotsky was sociable.
He was so
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, of all the cats that go in, oh no, not Trotsky.
because Tiger and him were buddies. Like a
They
little
went
cat.
everywhere together.
Yeah.
They were everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
But that cat, like I would leave and it would be outside. I'd come home and be outside. You better go on this side. Go over there. Driveway.
So for 2 weeks, these cats knew something was up, something was weird, but it took them a while to adjust to. The reality that Trotsky was gone.
And animals know.
Yeah, because we were like, you don't miss your friend? And then one day we went back there because we put him back there. And then Tiger laying like right there looking at where Blue is.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
terrible.
Maybe they have some kind of something.
Yeah. They're intuitive.
Because they act like another day. Just life goes on. Really. They don't show too much emotion.
No. They are intuitive. That's for sure. Oh, that's too bad. Well, you got 3 new babies.
Yeah. One got a little spot. That's what Rosie likes. Like,
Yeah.
The spot hasn't showed up. And it got a little spot. It's a boy. So it's kind of weird how Socks, father was a boy. It turned out to be a girl. And then Spot is a girl, but this one is a boy.
Oh,
Cat, I'm pretty sure. Got Spot. That's baby Spot the third. There was another one, but he disappeared too.
he moved on, huh?
What happened to Spot?
I don't know. It's been 15 days, 16, 17 days.
Well, there they come right now.
Well, I don't know why Tiger's been picking on Spot today. Look at your head.
They smell that pork tonight.
Look what happened to your head. Silly.
Yeah, they roll around so much.
Hey, Tiger. What's wrong with you?
So that's Tiger and Spot.
Tiger
Baby socks.
and baby socks.
Oh, baby socks.
So got little socks. So the baby cat got Spot, right? The other one got little socks. Look kind of like Blue, long hair, right? That one's Rosie. And then another one, the little runt, is Magic. He got a little spot, but you can barely see it.
Oh, well. So when it's dinner time, they all of a sudden show up, huh?
They kind of do, yeah. I think we're ready for adoption. What do you think, Bobby?
I have a cat. I have a cat and 2 dogs.
Yeah, unlike us, Bobby, they have a superior IQ.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
What is that, a duck? because Blue disappeared, so he comes when I come home. And so try to feed him and spoil him on time. So you're only
really?
supposed to get 2 meals a day, not 3.
I'll leave your stuff here. So.
Okay, that's wonderful, Rosie. Thank you. But he talked now. I want to be spoiled. So Rosie, you gotta get another chair. Put it over there.
Yeah,
You need to gain some weight. Blue was gaining weight. He was a little bit. He started gaining weight, right? Because the ghost, he's not my cat, but he's bigger than all of them. So he's maybe someone else's cat.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
What are you listening to?
You're
Turn the volume down. Oh, there you go. There you go. You can read the chat there. I get you set up here. How's that look right here for you?
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. Put some butter on the table and some hardware
Let me
for you.
pet you without feeding you. We think.
Yeah, cats are saying, where's dinner?
Instinct. We've been trying to bribe them since the day they were born, but no, not working too well.
There's some butter.
I'm just kidding. You little varmint.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
How is it?
Nice.
My own special recipe.
So I went to the fair. It's the last day of the fair, but I don't want to go because I don't want to spend any money. We've got horse racing stuff, right?
They're not horses, they're mules and donkeys and everything else.
Oh yeah, they got other ones.
That's why I don't want to go. I'm tired of wasting my money.
Didn't they have a couple horses die over there?
I don't know. We missed last year's. We went this year one day, but my job's gonna end, so I'm trying to save my money so I can get some.
I'm not going to bet on the races when they decide in the back of the stalls who's going to win before
Yeah.
the race.
Yeah, who's going to be ahead?
But we got to see a Loretta Lynn cover band with the original
How did they do?
coal mine. Oh, sounds just like her.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
She's not
It
easy
wasn't
to pull off.
the same thing, but the original coal miners band, and so they told
that good?
stories about, with Loretta Lynn, and the singer sounded just like her.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so it was good. It was cool.
So you have to pay extra for money to go in there?
I did not unless you want preferred seating, which is
Ah.
in the front. But they said, because I asked them. They said, there's not too many people because it's Monday.
What fun is that, Bird? You like to run around and have them catch you in there. It's like the Hollywood Bowl.
So it's a small fair. It's like Humboldt County Fair. It's a small
Yeah,
fair.
well, it's
I'm
getting
from LA.
smaller every year.
LA County Fair, it takes you 3 days to see everything at the LA County Fair.
Well, it's
This
getting...
one, you go to one side and go to the other side. It's like
Yeah, you're
an
done.
hour. or
Yeah.
some-
Yeah, well,
2 hours.
it's getting smaller, too. I'd rather go to the Harvest Fair anyway, so... For me.
Well, I like it. I'm pretty sure I can bring my own beer. And it was better.
That's a good thing.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
If you can get
You
in
know,
with
it's
your beer.
$15 a beer.
Oh yeah, it used to be 12 bucks.
Yeah, because I didn't bring my beer in when I went. I could have because it was so, They said no, but they didn't look through my stuff.
$15 for a beer. Oh my God.
Yes. So 2
You
beers, 2
saw
rounds.
Art Ibeto's not over there anymore doing the pasta king.
But we got in
Yeah,
for $1 because we brought some canned food, so it all evened out. $30,
Which Major
2
League
beers.
Baseball player in history has a record of most home runs? It depends whether you believe the doping era of Barry Bonds or right, who has the most home runs. I still go by Hank Aaron in the old days.
Yeah.
Hammer and Hank
That's
Aaron.
pre-steroids?
Yep.
It's so big and sporty.
I don't go by the Bobby, by the,
It's like a whole different kind of drug.
you talk about somebody that really wasn't welcome too much at the end of his career. He ain't going to get in the Hall of Fame. He's got about as much chance as Rafael Palmeiro and McGuire,
and Socia,
Socia.
Clemens.
I didn't remember. Did Clemens get caught up in that too? Was he juiced when he was pitching?
Well, they say he was.
Well, I don't know. What's wrong with Kelly? Hey, Blonde, how you doing, honey?
All right, I'll drink a couple beers.
Yeah, your dinner's all set over there. Isn't it?
Oh, thank you, Rosie.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna start my stream. Not a whole lot going on.
Hey, Dave.
I'm glad we're just doing nothing.
Sometimes it's good to do nothing.
Right?
Right.
For the fair deal.
Glasgow Dave said hi.
Hey,
But we
I
did
do a
meet
pretty
this
good rib,
Billy
don't
goat,
I?
Right? The Billy goat love me. Not like these cats.
They're good,
These
Jessica.
big cows and all kinds of stuff. Horses.
down here. What, the flies?
You never know.
More than flies. Well, you have to put an asterisk next to Barry Bonds. Okay?
Tiger.
What is that? I haven't been on. Is
Hungry.
sleeping. I'm not sure what that means. My sleeping.
Get cat food.
Here comes the mooch. Minnie the Moocher.
Pedigree. Pedigree? Huh? First spot.
Which solo artist had the most #1 hits? I don't know. That's a trick one because you want to say Elvis or something. That's not going to be it.
Or Frank Sinatra?
We played 5-pound garage.
Oh, your sleeping pattern's off. Okay. Yeah, the mooches are descending on dinner. These are homegrown tomatoes.
They're good. No pesticides.
I never use pesticides around here. I figured this soil in Roseland's already screwed up enough with all the carbon tetrachloride, the cleaners and stuff.
Yeah.
We're the only area of the city with monitoring wells to check the groundwater to still see if it's all contaminated and everything. Remember that whole fiasco?
I remember that.
Oh yeah. Mariah Carey is the #1 with the most #1 hits. Huh.
Really?
Even with all the lip syncing. I don't want a lot for Christmas. Your beer okay?
Yeah,
Your napkins all right?
I'm good.
All I want for Christmas is to lip sync like Nilly Vanilli. Bobby, I didn't hear any complaints about restrictions.
About what?
Your Boy Scout extra paid this time.
Oh, no.
I didn't hear any complaints about it.
No.
Pretty good.
No. Well, it's only Harry and his wife, and then John Coburn came
How many
down.
days did you stay?
3.
It's not like prior years the boys got tanked up and then pretend they're fighting on the...
Well, yeah, that's Those days are gone. Those days are gone.
I guess we're gonna get the. Are we gonna get the breeze off the ocean tonight?
Maybe.
Got flies here, which means we got a land breeze tonight. Very good ribs tonight. Mm-hmm. I know how to do it up with ribs. Pre-bake them in the oven and then finish them on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm no rock star. I am just an old fool.
So where'd you go to lunch when you went to the boss's?
We just got a sandwich from Fairfield and then brought it back to his house.
Really?
Very good.
That guy's such a homebody. He doesn't like
Good.
to
I mean, he said you can eat better just picking up a sandwich and coming home. And
oh, good.
Bird, you better take your dinner in the shine shack so the flies don't get all over it and everything. There's some butter here too if you want to put it on there. There's some butter if you want to butter your potato.
Oh, yes. So extra butter.
So what'd they do for Janet's dad? Anything? Stepdad?
It's nothing they could really do.
No.
Once you kind of have a stroke at that age, it's pretty much you're not going to pull out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Mimi Swan, how are you?
That is true.
I don't know what he was, 98 or something. So he didn't get cheated by. He didn't get cheated. He didn't get cheated by life.
The judge.
Oh, we need a knife. This one's full of potatoes. Hold on, Bird. Let me get a knife. Oh, what'd you put on there? Oh, thank you, Rosie.
Yep. Barry Bonds is just not a really happy name around San Francisco.
No. Or baseball in particular.
Oh, the poor guy. He disgraced his name.
Yeah. That was a weird era.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's
there's one that came.
better. Oh, yeah, they come out.
Rafael Palmera, that broke my mother's heart. She actually loved him on the Orioles. And he's testifying before Congress and admitting the whole deal.
Right, what happened?
Steroids.
Oh. That thing's very popular in the sports
Well, it
industry.
was, but I think they pretty much chased it out, you know,
Yeah,
Bobby?
yeah. Well, they all do have to do drug tests for them.
You could see the batting average went down.
Little baby varmints.
No, this is
thank
Fighter
you, Rosie.
Planes of the Pacific. You're welcome, Bird. P-51 Mustang. Hell of the Sky P-40 Warhawk. Yeah, these days the batting averages went down and everything. So you don't have a really 300 hitters. It's very hard now.
Very rarely are there 300 hits. All these guys are like 235,
To
245.
270, somewhere in that range.
Yeah. And they're hitting like 15 home runs and 40 RBIs.
There's one of the little suckers.
That's one of the babies.
Yeah, that's one of the brats. I don't know which one it is.
He's out looking for food.
Here comes the other one. This looks like Fanny Kaplan coming in. I bring all these old communist names back to life again from
With
the
the
early
cats.
Russian Revolution days. Like, who else knows about Fanny Kaplan, right? Once she shot Lenin, he was never the same again after that. So we have to continuously bring out these old guards of the early communist era. Look at Todd, who doesn't know which way to go. Do I go left? Do I go forward for special food? What do?
Yeah, babies are running around. Two of them.
We have 3 of them. I don't know where the other one is. Little dopey one.
Well, what do they do? They sit on the back.
I don't know what they do. They shit all over the place and just do what cats do. What am I, an animal psychologist? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Porky. You look tall. I don't think anybody ever called me tall. I'm about 5'7", 5'6", 5'7". Bobby's 6'2".
We going for a ride?
Beer.
I'm doing my laundry.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's important. Is that up there by Dick's?
right up at the shopping center, wherever.
That's good.
You had a dream you were in the States. Was that okay? Don't waste your tomatoes on it. I'm grown. That's a heritage one. There's trouble. Baby socks.
Baby socks.
I was in Cincinnati, huh? We don't need no education. That was one of the top 5 albums of the whole rock era. It was The Wall, Pink Floyd. Everybody was all about that in the 70s, that album.
We don't need no education. Oh, that was good. I want to take the bones and give them to the dogs. They like the
Here,
bones.
let me
last
wrap them up for you.
time. They liked the bones last time.
That's weird, Dave. You must have had Super Bowl on your mind, Cincinnati and San Francisco. Sounds like an old Super Bowl matchup, wasn't it?
Where San Francisco just crushed Cincinnati. think it was like 50 or something.
I have a lot of people from Cincinnati in the chat, Bobby. Kind of
Well,
take it easy.
I mean, you know, it was what it was. You know, if Cincinnati beat the 49ers, we wouldn't be talking about it.
I don't know, the quarterback situation is going to be tough. So did Jimmy G flame the Niners today?
No, him and the second string guy were in the lineup. They played some guy from Purdue. But like I said, I only watched it for a little bit.
Oh, okay, Dave.
Less than a minute.
I'm waiting for my Social Security.
You get so scared yet?
I'm 65, man.
So did you claim it?
I've been waiting for months.
Really?
There's a problem with my time overseas is indeterminate as to what I was doing overseas at that time. I guess the State Department wants to have a vote.
Yeah. They want to know up
What was this person doing?
Yeah. What overseas?
I'm gonna have one more piece of it. You all right?
I'm good. Thank you. Well, that's like my friend John, his wife, she got her Social Security check retroactive from last September, and they sent her a check for $4,000. Yeah, especially when you live in Ridgecrest and so she got the check and she ran and put it in her bank, and then she went to Walmart and bought a $500 ring.
Nice. I can imagine jewelry from Walmart. What a steal that is. You know?
Yeah.
How tasteful. The 1 carat setting.
Yeah, I know.
Honey, I got your Walmart ring. Get the hell out of my house.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Is that turn your finger green?
Man, you gotta be kidding me.
No. That was hilarious. And then they had a cat that wasn't feeling her cat. So they took it to the vet. Another $500 later. So
How much for how many thousands?
So I said, John, let's see, you got 4 and you've already spent 1. I tell these people, don't get married. Don't listen.
What do you tell them? Love is blind, marriage is an eye opener?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, this is
Bobby's blissfully single.
this is his 5th wife.
Nobody tells you to turn the TV down or anything.
No. I don't have to negotiate anything in the day.
You just have to clear it with Link.
Yeah.
Anton Smith said, hi, Bobby.
Hi.
Yeah, you always have to floss after ribs. Ah, delicious.
Good
dinner.
meal.
Good dinner. for
Rosie
Sunday.
knows how to cook.
Did you see that Cindy Russo sent the whole new kitchen stadium here? Look at that. I'm going to wait till this thing is just absolutely tits up, and then we'll put it up. The new one. I know exactly how to put it up now so it lasts and lasts and lasts. Hey, June, how are you? You learn a lot about engineering on these things when you've had them for 2 years. Did you work today, June? Were you schlepping money around and schlepping food around today? Hey, the other night, Hobotron, good friend of mine from Southern California, he sent dinner in for us, Bird and I.
Really?
Yeah, Friday night.
Sending it from where?
Mexican food
Wow.
from a restaurant.
From Southern California, so you just texted up there and said, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay for it, and now
Yeah.
you go deliver it? Nice. That was nice, huh?
As long as that card goes through.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm. These are the tomatoes I grew from seed. Look at how many tomatoes I have. These I bought commercially, nothing. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
All goofy looking, spindly, crappy looking.
Wow.
What a disappointment.
Yeah, so it's better to buy from seed.
Well, I grew them from seed. I didn't know they started out really rough, but then they went really well.
Yeah, they do look good.
Oh, you work until 9 p.m. Okay. How's that little savage Lincoln doing?
Oh, he's still a little bastard.
Wow, that's a tough dog.
Yes, he is.
Put your bones in there. Put a little extra meat in there too.
Thank you.
Not that Link deserves anything. Good old Lincoln.
Actually, he's a good dog. Very protective.
Yeah, for a little runt, yeah, he's
Yeah.
plenty protective.
He's like,
He's all yappy and everything. Campari tomatoes and plant the slices. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Plant the, yeah, I wouldn't think you get determinate varieties, so I wouldn't know. Look at these monks. Tiger, what are you doing? Don't be Tiger. How about that Maui fire, Bob?
oh my God.
Brought back memories, didn't it?
I mean, the people were running into the ocean so they don't get burned.
Brought back memories of Santa Rosa, didn't it?
Oh, my God.
2017, the drones fly over.
2017 and then 2019 again. Yeah. Well, and in Hawaii, there's there's really nowhere to go. It's like you either go inland or you go to the ocean.
Tiger.
down, a little warm today, huh?
Yeah, it was. In the 90s.
And then it was all cloudy, so we couldn't see no meteorites or anything.
I was up in the Gold Country the last couple of days. I slept in the back of my truck underneath the stars. It was nice and clear. You see all the stars up there.
Where
were
shooting
you?
stars?
Up in Plymouth. Plymouth is on Highway 16 between Plymouth up by
You don't know where that is.
Placerville.
Where?
Placerville.
Oh, Placerville.
Yeah,
The old gold mining country.
yeah. The Gold Country.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't find any, so I don't think so.
They dredge it. They might sell it at the store.
Yeah.
Like the golden slaughter stuff.
Yeah. Nope, we didn't find any gold.
Yeah, in the middle of the state, they get those things where they get the land or something. And what's it called?
What's that?
Where they get the land where they could look for gold.
Oh, they get the minerals and they can just dredge
they
it.
get a thing
dredge
where
it.
they get a statement on the land where they could
Yeah.
do. What's it called?
Yeah, they get land grant.
Something. We've seen this one thing where the guy, he have people all over the world and he dredged for gold, but they think they put the dredging thing, they, so I don't know how you can do that anymore.
Well,
Yeah, all
they
this
have
gold.
they have that show, the gold Russian gold diggers, and
Yeah.
they're tearing up the land and the mountains and stuff like that. It's like, dude, you're destroying the environment.
We seen this one TV show. There, people were in Arizona or somewhere, like with a weird old machine and rocks and get gold out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, they say you want to get gold nowadays, you just wait until the major floods and then just turn a rock over, and there might be a piece of gold underneath that rock.
This side guy did really good because whoever he came, he got all the gold, got split it with whoever, paid for his gold trip.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's gold in that river.
But they dredge it.
Coburn said that they only found 15% of the gold in the consumer's world.
Wow.
But and
And you get fool's gold.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of that, you get fool's gold too.
Wow, 15%.
yep.
Holy smokes. In Hawaii, they haven't even dug the bodies out, and the lawyers are already flooding the airways with
I gotta
ads.
bet. Like Camp Lejeune,
Oh, man.
the water.
Wow.
Like Camp Lejeune, the water.
It's a lawyer's world, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty brutal, like paradise.
yeah. I mean, those poor
It's
people.
going to be a
down
lot
there.
more brutal
Worse than
because
paradise.
all the building materials have to be taken in by ship.
Yeah, yeah.
And it has to be aboard an American flag carrier. It can't be aboard a foreign vessel because of something called the Jones Act, which says if you ship things from one American port to another, it has to be on a U.S. flagged vessel. So that's going to put the cost up like
The
20%.
Japanese aren't too happy then.
Oh, the Chinese. Yeah, yeah.
Now they might waive the Jones Act. I don't know, for temporarily just to get material and everything's got to be, all the fasteners, all the lumber, all the drywall, everything.
Yeah. All the nails, all the screws, everything.
All the labor. There's not enough labor for it. There's not enough labor. You ought to take off for Hawaii, Bird. You'll have work for the next.
Yeah, years. And you know what? You don't even have to get a house. Just live on the beach.
You're all set. You can make friends with all the locals, Bird. They'll love you over there, right?
Yeah.
Indigenous Native American, you'll
Island.
fit right in with the natives. They'll love you.
Yeah, kind of like in the same
Be
career.
like, Bird, you're a real brother, man. That's it.
Yeah.
See what these howlies did here? They burnt down our city.
And that's brutal when the wind goes out. I want to know how the fire was started. Did someone
Power
start it?
line, they said.
Who started it?
Power
How did it
line.
start?
Power line and the wind came down, just like here started the fires.
PG&E?
PG&F.
That one. The one guy was on the news saying that people start fires when the thing comes, you know.
Yeah, they
IRLs
did.
and stuff.
Yeah, we had weirdos in the hills setting fires up there.
So,
Yeah, I don't think so. They don't have rights to those individual properties that got burnt down. The natives don't. So. Very expensive, and I'm sure the people are underinsured too.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
How often do you talk to your insurance agent every year and up the price of your house? Come on, man. These people are like probably 1990 prices on their homes.
California, they said, we're not going to insure you no more.
Right.
Certain places.
It's too expensive.
they're
Now
put-
they got the drones. They look over your house and say, "Oh no, you got too much stuff or something." Say, the one lady drained her pool. They said, "You can't cancel our insurance for draining the pool, right?" They said,
Yeah,
"Yeah."
yes, we can. We
Yeah.
don't want an open pool there, you know?
Yeah.
That's a liability if a kid
Said the
comes
grandkids moved away. Save
Yeah.
water.
Alan said Plymouth is a beautiful
I
place.
said, "We're not
Bob.
insuring you."
Plymouth is awesome.
Is it, how far from Angwin is it up there?
I'm not sure. But Plymouth is 36 miles out of Sacramento on Highway 16. I mean, there's Plymouth, Jackson, Lodi,
That's where Jackson Rancheria, a gambling
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
is up there.
Lodi, Fiddletown. You ever been to Plymouth? If you've been to Plymouth and you walk down Main Street,
I don't
you
think
saw
Bird's been more coastal
you-
California.
Yeah, we were
right.
thinking about Placerville or the place you were at.
Placerville. I was in Plymouth. But if you go to Plymouth and you walk down Main Street and you see the main the white mansion, that's where my friend John grew up in. His family still owns it. But
So he's still got a lot of land up there, right?
oh yeah.
And he's been married like 16 times?
No, not
okay.
this. Not this John.
Not
Once.
another one.
He's not stupid.
Keep it together at all
Yeah,
costs.
yeah.
you know.
My friend John.
Keep the lawyers off of it.
Yeah.
Nice breeze coming.
Every time you get married and divorced, the lawyers all have their hands in everything.
It's a lawyer's world. It's a lawyer's world.
Yeah, I remember that in Vegas. We had more lawyer commercials, like ambulance chasers and anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can't even go up the highway. You can't even go 15 along the edge of Vegas without a million signs of
Yeah.
lawyers. I'm wondering how many accidents are there in this place, right?
Oh my God, when we moved there, it was brutal. We've seen so many. Because the blocks are long, people drive fast, maybe they're drunk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Brutal.
Get an accent.
You should have
only-
sued your Chinese landlord. Bert. They should
What do you
have
mean
made.
no water,
We,
no
they,
electricity? This is America.
they should have made a reality TV show of Bird's landlady in
fuck.
Vegas. Vegas on the cheap, baby, living with your Chinese landlady. What a mixture! An American Indian and a Chinese
woman.
landlady.
Yes, it's crazy. My first Chinese landlady was a prostitute, right? But still, I don't have to lock my doors. Like, we have people coming in through the. Brought the one guy at work. She said, "Come in." Like, no, I'm married. I'm here with, Blackberry. Oh my God.
Oh man, that's too funny. She was trustworthy though, right, Bird? You don't have to worry about anything.
Yes, at least that much.
Yeah.
Nice or whatever.
Pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Bird's had a very colorful life.
The only reason why I didn't stay in Vegas because they said whatever I could afford, I have to go back into the pit. I'm not going into that pit. Sorry.
Plus, that was a brutal job anyway.
It was, yeah.
Humping those blocks out on. He was making. They were pouring, casting blocks for like patios and stuff. So he'd break them out of the mold and stack them.
And
What
stack
time
them
do you
up?
have to start in the morning?
Throwing what? It was early. I'm guessing 3
Yeah,
or
he
something
rode-
weird.
Before the heat started.
And how many miles did you have to ride your bike then?
I rode my bike, not quite 10, but close to 10 miles.
Can you imagine that coming home in that heat in
Yeah,
the
because there's no
afternoon?
bus. going on to the south side of Vegas.
Can you imagine that heat in the afternoon coming out of work and then you have 10 miles of bike riding to go? Wow.
Well, I would take the bus back because, I'd ride my bike, but in the morning there's no bus,
Yeah,
and it only goes to a certain spot.
right.
Wow.
And you still have to ride, so fuck, I just ride.
Thing was, the pay was crappy too, you know?
The pay was very big. That's the thing about different states. Vegas, they go there so they can get away with that.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
These
Was
guys
that a-
have
was-
jobs, and you're paying them $20 an hour.
Was that a
It's
three?
like a life-
Were they running 3 shifts on that bird?
Oh, 24/7, except for holidays.
Yeah.
So they make money.
Yeah.
We have a company over here called, it's not White Castle, it's Castle something, but it dominates, you know, and they have some of their stuff in Nevada. They told the people I work for, said, don't come to California, we'll put you out of business. You stay over there. Yeah. Brutal.
Wow.
And you can make so much money just on rocks in Vegas because everything's rock. Like, right? Like, rock quarry.
Yeah, there's no shortage. There's no shortage of rocks over there. Damn, man. Crazy. Oh, we got the time of the year of the yellow jackets around now.
Really? Are they coming around?
Yeah. We got that time of the year. Yeah, that's hard work not to be paid. You know, to be sweating there. No AC. Would you have just a fan or something running on that line?
So, yeah. And the worst part was cleaning the cement thing.
Yeah.
With no mask or something, it was brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
We've
yeah.
had people on the job site say, I'm not doing it. And later, you're fired or I quit or whatever.
Or they just leave.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah, they can't let that cement harden.
Inside the fucking thing, like, and no mask because COVID. I went to the hardware store, can't find one. Like
Really?
a good mask to breathe.
Good 3M mask, something like that.
Yeah. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, they can't let that cement harden inside of the mixer and stuff.
Well, we made it. Somehow.
Or you get out there with a chisel and a hammer and
Yeah.
start
And
chipping
that
it
was
off.
like that. Chiseling
Yeah,
all
if
the
that-
stuff
if that-
off in the
yeah.
inside of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, if that hardens, that's the only thing you do is chip it away. You know,
Yeah.
they're probably making a fortune selling those blocks too. the
Oh, they
builders.
They're like multi-millionaire.
Let's see. Alan says I was born in Oakdale, but my parents lived up there for a couple years in Diamond Springs, if you know where that is.
Yeah, up there by Plymouth.
Yep. Pretty cool. Not much of a breeze tonight, huh?
Not at all.
That's why the flies are around.
Exactly.
Plus, I didn't see any shooting stars because it was all overcast and stuff last night.
Yeah.
Well, one thing when I was
Did
thinking
you
up
see
on
anything
the,
up in the sky?
No,
last
it's
night?
so cloudy.
on the Consumidis, it wasn't cloudy and all you could see is all the stars.
Yeah.
When I went up to Laston County, it was Tehama County, Butte.
Kelly, just send
Kinda
it to
in
the
the middle.
Rancho.
I camped out in the campsite. I seen 17 falling stars shoot every day in a row.
Yeah.
Like every day, satellites and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the campsite.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like it was a ridiculous amount of days, every day in a row.
Yeah. Especially when there's no fog or, you know, it's like clear.
And you got trees, so you just got one little pocket. You still see it.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's why I'm sure you had great viewing of the night sky up there where you were.
Oh, yeah.
You should take me up to that planetarium.
Vegas is like that too. On the way to Vegas, oh my God,
Is it?
billions of stars.
Oh yeah. Once you get up to the high desert, there's
Yeah.
nothing above you there. There's, especially between
Outskirts
Baker
of
and
Vegas?
Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, just send it to the house, Kelly.
It's like the Milky Way.
759
You see
Dutton
the Milky
Avenue.
Way, you're like,
Yeah.
no telescope. You're like, what is that?
The
Yeah,
little
we got
Milky Way
the
and the
fog
big
marine
Milky Way.
layer. I wouldn't say it's fog, but we've
There's two.
had a marine layer come in for a couple of nights. But it's been comfortable. It hasn't been uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
Well, we get the fog coming in from Bodega Bay.
Yeah,
this
there's a
way.
big fog thing. Yeah, at least
Hey,
there
Jamie.
was. So I don't
And
know.
it's a good thing because then it's not at like 110 degrees like
I can't stand that stuff.
it's been in
I can take
Stockton
that.
or something like
I
that.
can take that in Vegas, but I can't take it here.
No, no.
Rosie was 120 degrees. Okay, working.
In
Yeah.
In that bathroom in St. Joseph's
Was it really?
with all the urine and
Oh my
feces of
God.
30,
Yeah.
40 years built up in there.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Rosie, you need help her. Bring me next time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how people do that. I mean, I have a friend that lives down in Ridgecrest. And it's like 115, 120 degrees. I said, how do you even go outside in that kind of weather?
Ridgecrest, that's on the hill.
Yes, it's
Above
down
San Bernardino.
from Tehachapi past
Oh
Bakersfield.
no, that's a different Ridgecrest.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Hatch.
how do you even live like that? It's
No,
down
we-
there by China Lake, the Naval Air Station.
Oh,
Well, I went by that on the 395 and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, and 58 coming out of California Western.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know China Lake.
Oh, that's on the other side.
395 on the other side of the Sierra at the bottom there by
Yeah, it's
Baker.
like Mammoth,
Yeah,
June
all
Lake,
down
all
there.
that.
Yeah, Bishop.
Bishop.
Okay, yeah.
I wonder if there's anything to see in Bishop. I kind of just blew past that town. I was in Lone Pine and places like
There's,
that.
Yeah,
there's
Mammoth.
not a whole lot in Bishop or Mammoth.
Yeah,
There's
Mammoth.
just-
It just looked
yeah,
like a
during
commercial.
the winter time because they have the snow things going on.
Oh, it just ended because there was so much snow. It just, the snow season just ended.
Yeah.
Look, it's August.
yeah,
Yeah, the Sonora Pass
Mammoth.
and all that up there.
We prayed for snow in Mammoth. Tahoe gets snow, but down this year they got snow.
they got a lot of snow.
There's no riding your bike down it. It's snow.
Yeah, yeah.
They had people's roofs collapse. So they had so much.
There was so much, so heavy.
Just never ends. 200 inches or whatever.
Well, you get on 395, you go up through what Bodie.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I didn't
the,
go to Bodie because it was snowed and iced, and I wasn't going to get caught up there and
yeah.
die up on the hill.
The old ghost town.
Yeah.
I think
But,
they have a gold mine in there. I don't know if it's still operational. I thought it's been a couple of years.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. Oh, here
Yeah.
come the knuckleheads. Yay, there they are.
But it's a beautiful highway.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
think that was my last Starbucks thing, trying to do all the counties.
through there.
Hit the Starbucks thing.
Yeah, 395 is a beautiful road too. There's nobody on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had the whole thing to myself. But the wind.
when the wind comes rolling over there.
They'd like to shoot all the westerns up there in Lone Pine and stuff, and
Yep.
the Alabama hills up there. I recommend that for anybody to go through there. That was cool. Museum of Western Film.
Up there off of 395.
Cheryl must be picking on me again. Let me see. Well, Kelly. Oh man. Little flies, little pain in the ass. Those are everywhere.
You might have to get
I
some.
guess if you haven't taken a shower in 4 days.
Yeah, that might do it.
flies.
Yeah, that might do it. The good thing about when we're up in the river, we just jump in the water and float around. Well, there's no flies up there.
No
But
flies
it's
on
so
that.
hot.
I wonder if I'm going to be able to ride Cupcake in the Tuesday night tacos this week. I don't know. And Mandy is in one. What is that? When you Google your picks. Oh, Mandy's in one. Oh, that's pretty cool. With Jen's old dog, Mandy. 86 today in humid. That's not too bad. I heard the heat index in Florida was like 113.
Yeah, it's like,
You want to punish yourself down there? Or-
yeah.
It was probably 9. We're only upper 80s today. It wasn't too bad.
That was great.
Comfortable.
I mean, we were up in the river.
This
it
place
wasn't that
spoils,
bad.
Bobby. Are you? I'm not. I'm gonna see if I can bike ride Tuesday. I'm not. I'm not sure. I'm a little worried if I lose my balance or I fall off, I might rip something. So
You don't want to do that.
I'm not quite sure. I'm supposed to not do anything for a month, so I wasn't even supposed to drive for 2 weeks. The next day I'm off at Mass in the morning at 9 a.m. I'm like, please don't tell my surgeon right now.
Yeah. You don't want him to know.
Bobby, was I kind of high when I came out of that surgery, or was I pretty good?
Yeah, you're a pain in the ass as usual. We're running that mouth of yours. But the nurse liked you.
I'm a people pleaser, Bobby.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Nurses didn't want to let me go.
I mean, she called me, said, we're going to be right out. I said, okay, I'm waiting. I'm outside. She called me a half hour later. We're on our way. I said, okay, I'm still waiting here.
You know why? Because we were joking and laughing inside before I left for like a half hour. All the nurses were standing around. We were cracking up.
So
That was pretty funny.
I waited 45 minutes in the parking lot, and then finally, here comes Rosie.
Hey, Bobby.
I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go get her ass
Oh yeah.
Drop her off.
and drop her off. But you know what? I like that time of day between.
Yeah, it just took you back to the old days,
Yeah,
didn't
and
it?
I used to love when I was driving a milk truck
Yeah.
in the city. It'd be like before daylight. You know, all of a sudden there was nobody there, and then all of a sudden the BART trains came,
Isn't
the
that beautiful?
Muni came, and all these people come up out of the subways and stuff like that, and they're on the street. It's
Yeah,
like,
and then it cool,
The
the
awakening.
sun's down,
Yeah.
and it gets brighter, but
Yeah.
it's still nobody around.
that was my favorite. That was my
Yeah.
every single day when I worked. That was my favorite time of day.
Oh wow.
Was daybreak.
Yeah.
I was pretty drugged up after that,
Yeah, you
after
were.
that.
Yes, you were.
But I love that time of morning.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to Vegas, I get up at 4 and then I'm on the road like 4:45 or
That's
something.
really like as you get to early start.
Yeah,
Well,
and
you,
I'm
yeah, you
over-
see, you see from night to daylight. It's like all of a sudden the world wakes up in front of you. I mean, that's what happened. Like I said, when I was
Thank
in
you,
the
Alan.
city, and it's like all of a sudden, you know, I'd be driving down Bush Street and Market, and all of a sudden, all these like hundreds of people would be coming up out of the subway, you know, BART or the, you know, Muni,
Yeah,
whatever it is they're
the
running.
prostitutes are just packing it in for
Yeah,
the
they're going home. They're going home. Yeah, they're going home. Oh, okay, we're done.
Hey, milkman,
Oh,
can you
shoot.
wait a minute? And
That's
it's about
great.
done over here.
Yeah, they're done.
They all knew Bobby, didn't they? Everybody knew you, didn't they?
Well,
Oh, that's funny.
all the ones.
I remember those days.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just reading.
I'm old. I have to go to bed now.
I'm just reading about this article about the stud. The stud used to be on Nite and Folsom. Years ago, I delivered it, and I'd go in there like,
What was it, a club? Bar?
yeah, it was like a transgender gay club. Yeah.
LGBTQRSTUVWXY.
Yeah, whatever you want to be. You can go in there,
whatever you want
to
to be, whatever letter you want, you can be.
Oh my God, we go with Sean. He's all like, he take me to this,
Yeah,
like, oh my
and
God.
then they used to
let's
have
go
like
inside,
a little
like, it's
restaurant
crazy.
in there, right? And so,
Yeah.
You think West all of you.
Yeah, I can't see Burden in
yeah.
LGBTQRSTUVWXY.
So I go in there, you know, like,
Because the girls are mean.
Yeah, they
Once they
are.
find out I'm straight, they're like, you gotta go. Like,
yeah,
what?
yeah. Well,
Because your girlfriend,
Imagine the girl like, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. This guy's gotta go.
if you're straight, you got to go.
oh my God.
Yeah, William
be so
Horn says,
mean.
I remember the stud. It is gone. That's
Yeah, it was
fine.
nice. Well,
Yeah, I asked Alan Gentry if anything was in Bishop. He said, just kind of a commercial strip. There wasn't really anything to.
No.
It's like a supply base for people that are going into Yosemite and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
or
Sean knows
going
this
up,
S&M club somewhere.
they're going up there to
like,
ski.
Hardcore.
because that's where my friend
Powerhouse.
John had his
Crazy.
dairy.
Let's go.
Him and Jack Gerard, they had the dairy, and they serviced Mammoth Lake and Bishop. And there were, you know, the only thing up there was restaurants and you know,
It's just
couple
a
grocery
service
stores.
base for
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Yosemite,
it's just a
right?
pass through.
supplies to hotels and all the truck.
Oh my God,
stop-
we were lucky enough to go to Mammoth because I dated Susie. And we met Bob McCoy and did the Mammoth thing.
Yeah,
It was really, really amazing. All the natives, the Paiutes, live down in Bishop and stuff. But the mountain's gorgeous.
yeah, it is.
And then you have June Lake and the other lake. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, the weird lake is coming up 95 from Vegas to Reno. They have Walker Lake there, which is a huge like saltwater
Walkers.
lake. And they have a lot of Native American reservations around there. and
Do they
stuff.
really?
Yeah, I don't know how they get a living. I don't know how they scrape out a living along there. I don't know. It's been some pretty rough towns. Scherzer, Nevada, and some other ones. Wow, pretty wild. I hate to see people living like that.
Oh,
I'm taking a
you're
piss.
talking a lot, damn tiger.
Yeah, Sean's pretty wild. Way too wild for me. You know, it's
Who's
like,
that?
But he's great. It's all
Sean
innocent.
Quinn.
We just drive by. We don't
Yeah.
go in and party or whatever. You know what I mean? He's just like, oh, but like,
Wine Country says, I went to the stud with my best friend and got pushed down the stairs in the women's bathroom. Wow. See, they don't go for guys being in there and women being in there. If you're
Like,
if you're
pretty
straight,
wild.
if you're straight, there's the gate. That's the old saying.
Yep.
We could go in West Hollywood and kind of function.
Well,
Not anymore, bro.
I was
I
reading
don't
where they
know.
want to. The stud closed like a couple of years ago, but now they want to move down to the 1300 block of Folsom Street.
I don't know if you would. If you saw West Hall today, I'm not sure what you think of it. All these after post-pandemic,
It's always been
I
a
don't
real,
know.
oh my God, we've seen like hardcore gangbangers hanging out like all the time.
Yeah, I know.
So like, okay. And then the best looking males, because they work out and they're all healthy, look picking up male hustlers on the boulevard. Like, oh my God, if I look like you, I would get laid all the time. And it trips.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
these are bad boys. Sean's a bad boy.
But like I said, I mean, some
sounds
of
great.
these,
He's
some of these
innocent.
gay clubs down
He
there,
is innocent.
transgender.
Now-
He plays tough.
You don't
He's-
drink or anything.
You don't drink?
No.
No,
I don't like.
I think he had a taste of my. I think he had a taste of brandy. When I had that Martinelli, there was good stuff.
Yeah, he's really good on that. Attila was so good on that. He used to be the designated driver, believe it or not.
Really. All right,
Pretty
there you
cool.
go.
There, don't forget your bag of bones.
Oh, Bobby, you take it off?
Bag
I'm
of
leaving.
bones.
So good to see you.
Good to see you. I'll be back in a couple weeks.
You gonna go on a road trip?
No. I'm not going anywhere until.
He takes me to breakfast.
We're gonna plan a Humboldt County road trip. You want to go? Let's go.
No, that'd be good.
Humboldt.
Yeah. We're gonna go to Fort Bragg.
Oh,
Fort Bragg is Mendocino, but it's still
the
beautiful.
Puke Highway. All right, babe.
We get lost in
Take
that
care.
forest.
All right, love you.
Love you.
Loving you, Bobby.
Bye, brother.
So good to see you.
Take care of the cats.
There goes the man himself. Oh man, yeah, Sean's pretty funny. Sean is wild.
He's the character. He loves you, Rosie.
I love him too. I've known him for a long time. He saw the Boston Janet in person.
He
at
come
his
over
store.
here, you don't pay any attention to me.
Oh, he paid. Oh, come on. Come
Love you,
on.
Rosie.
He likes hanging out with you. Right?
I can't believe he saved me. And all places garbage. Like,
I still can't believe that whole situation with you getting a flat tire and going all the way back to the place just to get the tire changed. I thought to
Revolution
myself,
bikes.
you know what I thought? I thought to myself, this guy is hardcore. Because when I drove up there and I'm going up these hills and down these things, I'm thinking, dude, how did you ever,
We could have went to the nearest bike store, but we started over.
wow, the bridge that got screwed up in Ferndale and all that
Yes,
stuff.
and maybe they'll make a new one because I would have to ride my bike in the road on
Nah,
that bridge
too
to get
dang- too
to
da-
Ferndale.
Too dangerous.
It
Too
was.
dangerous. Too
Yeah.
dangerous.
And a bunch of cowboys driving fast in their trucks.
Yeah, don't ever let anybody tell you 101 is
had
two-lane
their guns
highway.
shooting in the river.
Don't let anybody ever tell you 101 is two-lane highways all the way. No way, man. you're going through woods like this, and I put the thing almost in the guardrail first. Like, holy
Yeah.
hell, man! You
A
almost
little
guarded.
wavy gravy.
Yeah, a little wavy. That's why I said when I go up again, Bird, you're driving back. All right, I don't mind driving up, but I ain't driving back. That road, it's terrible up there when it gets dark because there's no lights on the road.
Yes.
And then all the logging trucks are flying by
Exactly.
at like 80 miles an hour.
So the forest is pretty big.
They don't care
Mama
for
Crow.
nothing.
Oh, look at all your
Hey,
friends.
Molasses, how you doing?
Mama Crow, don't come over yet. Oh, hello, Mama Crow. Did you eat your breakfast?
I mean, you'll be on that road there behind you. Right. Where am I supposed to go? No, I don't serve dessert, Nick.
Mama Crow.
We're not big dessert eaters here, so. We don't ever eat dessert here, really, do we?
I went to the one right here on the corner, right? This one, right?
The Flavors ice cream?
No, they have the taco truck out front now, but they've got a restaurant right here. They play music right here on the corner.
Okay.
This one, right? And we went there when they gave me a free soda pop and a flan. So now we get the flan stuff. Really good.
I just
The
don't.
Mexican kind of.
I don't like the
So
road.
good.
I don't like the road into Fort Bragg. It's terrible. It's just all. It's
That's
just a
more.
nightmare.
That's a more hardcore road.
And if you get somebody behind you, hey Harvey,
Yeah.
and if you get somebody behind you that's really got a
Yeah,
hard
people
on to
drive
go,
fast.
and they're passing you on these mountain roads,
Yeah,
these
on the mountain.
passes.
Oh my God, we went around the corner of the mountain. The truck is in my lane. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, out there, the locals or whoever, they, like, get drunk and drink
I
their
want to
beer.
go back. I want to go back to Arcadia. I want to go back to Arcadia and Eureka again.
I like it. I like Eureka because I like Old Town coffee, right? And I like Old Town. Kind of like Sacramento. We just like Old Town Sacramento. That's it.
Yeah, I like
Same
that.
thing with Eureka.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama Crow. Mama Crow, come over here and let me see you, Mama Crow. Oh, I'm so happy to see you, Mama Crow.
It's roosting
You're your
time.
friend. Yeah.
Roosting time.
Oh, Mama Crow.
I miss something. 3:28 a.m. That's about what time I was up last night. So I had a vaccine on each arm. Man, it was so sore last night. Ooh, this is still like really hard here. Very hard over there. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Thank you so much for being a part of it tonight. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please take a second to do so. I appreciate my moderators, everything that you do. Good day today. Harvey, I'm going to get you to sleep right now, okay? So, good night, everybody.